The following live stream is a special presentation of the Wildcat Network, Wildcat Broadcasting Club, and USD 312.
It's game time!
Oh yeah, baby! Hey, she hit the buzzer meter!
And what was that?
Way downtown!
Check that mic, make sure it sound right, boy.
Number 3 gets that one to go in. Ladies and gentlemen, Wildcat Nation, get up on your feet!
This is a recording.
And welcome to Haven High School, home of the Roaring Wildcats. Here we are. It is night 2 of round 1 of the 48th annual Wildcat Classic. My name is Paul Clements, and I am joined tonight by Garrett Reese. We're commentating both games tonight. And then, of course, special shout out to Paxton DeBoard. He's up here running our main camera feed tonight. Garrett, round 1, night 1's in the books. Now we're looking at round 2. How are you feeling? Or not round 2, night 2. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, ready to get going.
It's going to be a big night here because, well, we've got the Wildcat Classic, of course, but I got to turn down the camera mic there. But it's a couple of number 1s showing up tonight. First game for tonight is the Nickerson Panthers. They go up against the Andale Indians. That's starting here in about 5 or 6 minutes here, and we'll get a good quick pregame of them for you here tonight. But then the marquee matchup for tonight, it will be your Lady Wildcats going up against the Cheney Cardinals here at 7:30. Winners for tonight's games will play against each other on Thursday night. The losers of tonight's games will play each other on Friday night on the consolation side of the bracket. All of it right here on the Wildcat Network, your home for all 12 games of the Wildcat Classic. Last night we saw Halstead win. They took a big victory a big enough victory that they had a running clock victory. That's what we're going to call it. And Garden Plain took an upset because it's an upset on the books, but they took the victory and upsetted Mound Ridge. So they're going to be here on Thursday night. All right, let's look at these games tonight, Garrett. We've got Nickerson, we've got Andale. Nickerson, obviously, very, very good team. What do you think of this matchup tonight?
I think it's going to be a good game. Nickerson is a very, very good team. They've got some very talented players, such as Josie McLean and the Onchez sisters.
And now we haven't seen too much of Andale this year, but I mean, knowing of them, what can you tell me of Andale?
They are a very good team as well. I mean, all teams in this tournament are really good. This is going to be a tough tournament to come out on top.
It will be. We've been calling it state prep for the last couple of weeks, it seems like, and it's finally here. About 3-4 minutes here left to go. And, I mean, we don't have records up right now for you guys. It's just, I mean, we'll have a look at the Lady Wildcats here, and I think we can actually go ahead and preview them tonight too. They're going up against the Cheney Cardinals in the later game, the marquee game. Looking at the Lady Wildcats here, I mean, they've been having a rough go of it. Their last game, you saw it here on the Wildcat Network. That was against Halstead. A little bit rough. They took their 4th loss on that one. So looking ahead tonight here, Garrett, what do you think the Wildcats or the Lady Cats? What do you think they need to do to get the victory tonight and maybe go into Thursday?
They got to lock down number 2, Kylie Shear. She is a very good player, probably Cheney's best player. So you got to make sure they got to make sure they know where she's at all times on the court.
It's going to be big no matter how you slice it. But hey, that's the Wildcat Classic. So, yeah, last night, one of the wonderful things that we've gotten to enjoy here is, 2 commentary teams. Garrett and I, we got the break last night. We gave it all to Zane and Benaya. Tonight they've been at practice. They're getting ready for their next game coming up, and then we'll be talking guys games throughout the night too. But yeah, they're taking the break tonight, and they should be back on Thursday to call the semifinal games. We're going to have Coach Lonnie Paramore tonight during the halftime of the girls' game. It'll be an interesting interview because I forgot to write down questions. but we'll have some good Q&A session there. So if you're a Haven Wildcat fan and you have some burning questions that you would like us to ask Coach Paramore, put it down in the chat. We'll see if we can ask those questions here. All right, we've got starting lineups and national anthem here for you guys tonight. So we're going to go ahead and make way for that. And Garrett and I will join you guys on the other side here. We'll give it to the PA announcer.
Both schools are proud members of the Kansas State High School Athletics Association, and the game is being played under those guidelines. Should the Haven Board of Education practice social distancing by putting space between yourself and other spectators? We thank you and enjoy the games. Please mask up while you are here. For your starting lineup for the Annandale Indians, a 5'9" senior, number 3, Caitlin Bergstein. A 5'4" junior, number 10, Kelly Warder. A 5'9" junior, number 20, Jaylee Eck. A 5'4" sophomore, number 21, Cameron Winter. And the 5'11" sophomore, number 33, Mackenzie Fairchild. The Indians are coached by Ted Anderson. For your Dickinson Panthers, a 5'6" junior, number 3, Alexis Allen. 5'7" sophomore, number 5, Josie McLean. A 5'6" junior, number 11, Kyrie Lundgren. A 5'9" senior, number 33, Mackenzie Starnes. The 6'2" sophomore, number 35, Ava Jones. The Panthers are coached by John McLean.
All righty, everybody. Here we go. For the first time, I get to say this all tournament here, but it's game time. The number 3 seed versus the number 6 seed. It's Nickerson, it's Annandale. Who will come out on top? Will it be the Panthers or will it be the Indians? We'll find out here after 4 quarters of basketball. And Andale will go ahead and inbound the ball. That will be Fairchild. She gives the ball over to number 21, Cameron Winter. All right. So we'll get names down for you guys here. But, we're just starting the game here at this moment. So passing back and forth right now. And now it's over to number 3, Fairchild, then 21, now over to 10. We'll get names. All right, now it's down to the inside, and it's, foul called. And we're going to see on who exactly that is.
Looks like that foul will go against number 5, Josie McLean.
And now Josie McLean, she's going to be a big name for tonight's game, don't you think, Garrett?
Yeah, she will definitely be a key contributor for Nickerson. And if you're Andale, you got to make sure you know where she is on the court.
All right, big pass, and now it's a drive through, going in and up, and it is not tall enough to go into the basket, so now the Panthers have the ball. They pass it around, and around it goes, and now it looks like it's over to Ava Jones. Yes, that is correct, and she's foul going up, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2 shots there.
Foul number 33, Kinsey Fairchild, her first team foul at the line, shooting to number 35, Ava Jones.
And the first one goes in for Ava Jones. A couple of Fairchilds on Andale's team, so we'll make sure that we get first names out there. Ava Jones gets the first 2 points of the game here. And now Andale has the ball at the moment.
And we have family on both sides of the court tonight. You have the McLean family for Nickerson and the Onchez family for Nickerson.
That is correct. I forgot about that. All right, the Lady Indians here passing it around. There you go. And that one, she had to reach up for that one. Now it's to number 20. She goes up, misses on the shot there, and that was number 20, Eck, who had that one. Now the Nickerson Panthers have it over to number 5, Josie McLean. McLean now she will reset, and she passes it and gives it to 11. Kirian Anches, but that one was short, and then now it's picked up by the Indians here. And then it's picked off by Josie McLean. Fast break for the Panthers, but Andale's defense, though, was able to stop that fast break. McLean now has the ball. She's being guarded closely. Passes, and now passes over to Ava Jones. She drives, gives it over to number 3 for the 3. Ooh, and almost goes in, and that was Alexis Allen who had the 3-point attempt there. We reset. It's still 2-0 right now on the board between the two teams. Panthers still with the slim lead. Cameron Winter now, and she gives it up over, and now she receives it again. It looks like that they're trying to penetrate the perimeter, doesn't it?
Yeah, Nickerson's playing that 3-2 zone, and Andale's trying to get inside, but Nickerson's not letting them drive into that paint area.
They give it a try, but Ava Jones was able to stop that one there. And now the Indians reset. Back, there we go. There's a shot, up, miss on that shot. And now the Panthers quickly go down the court. And that one goes out of bounds, and I believe that they're saying that it was last touched by Alexis Allen. So we said that McLean and Ava Jones are two big players for Nickerson. Just judging early on here for Andale, who would you say that the Indians need to lean on to tonight?
I would say number 3, Caitlin Fairchild. She's a good 3-point shooter, and you just got to be aware of where she's at on the court if you're Nickerson.
And there's a three by number 5, Maddie Schrant, but it's taken away now by Nickerson. They have the ball at the moment. And now Josie McLean will reset here. Passing it around, now it's over to Ava Jones. She takes a step in, and there we go, another bucket now. Finally, we get another score here. Low scoring affair here in the first 4 minutes of this one. The Indians now, they have the ball. And around, they're trying to get a good look here, trying to see if they can be able to get a good shot. And that one was a wayward pass. It's picked up by Josie McLean, and she is called for going out of bounds on that one. So quick turnover there. The Indians come out with a lucky break on that one. All right, 21 passes it over to number 5. Tipped away on that pass, but it's 33. She goes up and misses. 33 being Mackenzie Fairchild. Now the Panthers have it. And now their own 33 goes up and gets the easy basket to go in here. That is Mackenzie Starnes who got that one to go in.
That was a good find there by number 5, Josie McLean, to hit Starnes underneath the basket for the easy layup.
I mean, we say easy, but, you know, they're not always easy, right?
No, even if you're on a fast break and you have a wide open layup, there's still a chance you'll miss it.
Andale now passing it around. They're in an early drought at this moment. They're not getting the buckets to go in, and that is evident on the scoreboard here right now. All right, the inbound now goes over to number 3, Caitlin Fairchild. Now it's 2. Now it's back over to Fairchild. And they're passing it around here. Nickerson's just not letting them look, or getting in a look inside the perimeter here. Going around, going through, and finally the bucket scores for Andale. And that was Caitlin Fairchild who got the first 2 points for Andale. Passing it around, McLean with the shot for 3, and that's a miss on that one, but Ava Jones recovers it. She goes up,
and
collects
one.
the foul. And 1, yes.
Foul by number 5, Maddie Schrant, her first, second team foul by number 35, Ava Jones.
3 points made the old-fashioned way for Ava Jones. 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter. A low-scoring game so far, don't you think, Garrett?
Yeah, for Nickerson, you would think they'd score a little bit more, but Andale's defense is keeping them at a low score right now.
Andale has the ball. And they keep passing it around right now. Trying to find a good look at this moment here. And that one is a good look, but it's a miss. And then a recover by Andale here. They got the rebound, and now they have the ball back here. About a minute and a quarter left. And number 3 goes up. She collects the foul. She'll go to the line and shoot 2, and that is Caitlin Fairchild, who will be going to the line.
It looks like that foul was on number 35, Ava Jones of Nickerson.
And the first shot is a miss. And the second shot was also a miss, and it is collected by Ava Jones here. The Panthers now, they try to go for a fast break. Ava Jones collects it, gets it at the free throw stripe, and now extends the lead. 11-2 now here late in this first quarter. Andale passing it around at the moment here. They got 2 points to go in. They're trying to see if they can end another drought. They can't on that one. Nickerson looking around. Anchez passes it, and that's tipped away, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caitlin Fairchild. Big change right now for the Lady Panthers. And now they've got the ball, and less than 30 seconds here, and a jump ball situation there. Possession arrow points to the Lady Panthers, and so they'll keep the ball. Inbound here, and Josie McLean has the ball. And she drives into the paint, goes up, a little too much on that attempt, but it is recovered by the Panthers once again. And that one gets tipped away, and now a quick fast break, or quick transition. That one goes out of bounds, and they say it was last touch by Alexis Allen here. 2.2 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
And we'll see if Andale can pull off a last second bucket here at the end of the first quarter.
They get the toss. Long distance three, and it's a miss on that one there. So this first quarter is in the books. It's 11-2. Nickerson with the early lead here. Bit of a defensive one on this one, wasn't that? Wouldn't you say so, Garrett?
Yes, that first quarter was very defensive. First quarter, both defenses stepped up big in that first quarter, not allowing the other team to really score many points.
Now, do you think do you think the offense is gonna pick up for one of these two teams here later down in this half, or just in the game in general, or do you think that this is gonna be like a big factor, just two defenses just battling at it?
I think Nickerson could get their offense going. Their offense started to get going towards the end of the first quarter. Andale has still struggled to find their rhythm early in this game.
It's a quiet one right now in this gymnasium. You're kind of seeing some empty spots here. The Wildcat Classic, typically they'll section off different parts of the bleacher sections here for the different teams. You see some of the Andale family members over there watching the game as we start on the second quarter here. We're still under the Keisha ruling from December, but that's going to change up here on Friday, as they will be allowing participants to invite 4 people per participant to come and watch the games.
And that'll be good for the games on Saturday, all the place games on Saturday, especially the championship game. You'll get more fans in here for the championship games.
And that's a miss on the three-pointer there. Yeah, that's gonna be different here, because we started getting into the rhythm with these new rule sets here. Travel called here as Ava Jones had the ball, but this new rule set here that's going to allow for more people to come in. I mean, do you think that that's going to allow these players to be a little bit more comfortable, or do you think that it might, shock and jar some of the newer players, especially maybe like some of the freshmen or sophomores?
I think for the juniors and seniors, it'll be kind of a return to normalcy because they're used to a lot of fans in the gyms, and they haven't gotten that this season. So I think that and it may be a shock to some of the freshmen because they're not used to playing in front of such large crowds.
And large crowds they'll be because we're talking state at that point now.
Yeah, so there's a lot of these teams in this tournament that could go to state, and it's good that they're allowing more fans to try to letting more fans ease back into the gyms to watch their kids.
Caitlin Fairchild, and that one goes rolling in, and she's got another 2 points to her name. That puts Andale at a total of 4 at this moment here. Josie McLean here has the ball. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, you know, it feels different as the Panthers now get another 2-pointer to fall in here for Mackenzie Starnes. I mean, we've been getting used to the band playing once again, but now, you know, tonight, for at least the first half of tonight's games, you know, we don't have the band playing, and so we're kind of missing some of the atmosphere. And Caitlin Fairchild gets another 2-pointer, and then that one goes in for Starnes as she receives it down low and then goes up and gets the shot go in, and then she gets the foul as well.
And here's Nickerson's offense starting to get going here in this second quarter.
And Mackenzie Starnes gets that one to go in. 3 points. Once again, the old-fashioned way. 16-6 right now as we have a timeout. So we just saw Fairchild, Caitlin Fairchild. She's taking a break here at this moment, but so far it seems like she's the only one that's scored any points right now for Andale. If you're Andale, I mean, what have you got to do right now?
If you're Nickerson, you've got to start guarding Fairchild because she scored the only points. And if you're Andale, you've got to get your other players involved in this game because one person can't carry a team alone. I mean, there's some athletes that are good enough to, but in high school, it's rare to see one athlete carry their team all by themselves. So if you're Andale, you've got to get some other players into this game.
Typically, those athletes that carry the team, I mean, you know, or those team carrying athletes, they're the ones that are the leadership they're the ones that are the leadership, and they try to get the team to also get scores in or baskets in. All right, Andale now with the ball. And let's see, they reset at the moment here. Just passing around, looking for a good shot here, but Nickerson right now just not allowing them those shots. Well, never mind.
And that's number 21, Cameron Winter with the 3. And I believe that's the first 3-point basket of this contest.
And a steal right now by Andale. They seem to find some momentum at the moment.
Maybe that 3-point basket for Andale can help get their offense firing again.
The ball gets inbounded now. And the Indians currently have the ball. And going around and around, that one gets tipped away by Mackenzie Starnes. Coming in for Andale is Grace Georges, number 2, and Caitlin Fairchild, number 3 here. And Fairchild for the 3. And wow, another 3-pointer, and now they're back down to 4 here. So a couple of baskets just changed this game right around.
Andale started to get going because they scored 2 quick 3-pointers. And Fairchild's up to 9 points for the game. all but three of Andale's points.
Inbound now. And now Andale's the one with the defense. They're not allowing Nickerson to get any looks in, as you just saw them just take the ball away, and they come up with it right now. They're in control. It is Fairchild now, and she races down the court. She'll pass it over, and number 12 gets that one batted away by Ava Jones.
And that foul was on number 35, Ava Jones. That's her second of the game, so she has to be careful not to pick up her third before halftime.
And Annabeth Ballman gets her first free throw to fall in on that one, so now it's a 3-point ball game. She goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. All right, bit of confusion. We try to keep in sync with the scoreboard here, and I don't know if I'm correct or if they're correct at this moment here. Okay, there we go. So it is 16-14. You guys might not have seen it on the stream here, but they had it at 16-17 for a moment. All right, Andale passing it around. Now it's Caitlin Fairchild. She's got it. She sends it all the way over to number 2 now, has it, and wow.
That was number 2, Grace Gorges.
And now Andale all of a sudden has a 1-point lead. Foul called.
Andale has scored 3 3-pointers in the last few minutes, and that has really helped their offense get going.
They have gotten hot from beyond the arc all of a sudden.
After a very slow start in that first quarter, Andale started to get their offense rolling right now.
This has got to be big for Nickerson right now, don't you think?
Yeah, Nickerson's got to start locking down those 3-point shooters now that Andale started to get hot from beyond the arc.
Caitlin Fairchild, she's one of the ones with the hot hand, but right now she passes in. Number 5 misses on the shot there. And now the Panthers, seeing a 1-point deficit, they go for a 3. And okay, this is just going to be a 3-point shooting contest, isn't it?
That was number 11, Kieran Onchez, for Nickerson's 3-pointer right there.
Andale now with the ball. Will they go back with a 3 of their own? All the way down to number 12. Now it's over to Caitlin Fairchild. Number 12 being Annabeth Ballman. They're passing around. Now it's Georges, and now it's Fairchild once again. And she resets, passes it back over to Grace Georges. And then it's Jaylee Eck. And they're going so fast I can't be able to keep up with names at the moment here. But Georges now has it, and they're quickly passing it. Now it's to number 5. And now it's Fairchild. Caitlin Fairchild drives around, tries to get around a few. Foul called, travel called. Never mind, no foul on that one. It was a nice try on that shot, though, trying to see if she can be able to get, or if she can be able to draw the fouls there. Nickerson driving, and that one had a hand to it, and that one goes out of bounds. They say it was last touched by the Panthers.
And Andale's defense has definitely stepped up here in this second quarter.
So we were looking at a game that was a double-digit difference like not too long ago, and now all of a sudden a few threes. That's been the story of this quarter here. And not just a few threes, we had quite a few threes. That one goes sailing wide and out of bounds here. And that was a pass from Mackenzie Fairchild. And now the Panthers, they've got it. Quick passing there. Ava Jones collects it in the paint. She passes it out. It is number 34, Hada, up, miss on the shot, and it's rebounded with about 45 seconds left to go in this half. And it's been an interesting half, to say the least, here.
These first two quarters have definitely been two very different quarters.
What's that got to say for the rest of this game now?
It probably will get interesting here in the second half after halftime, after both teams get a chance to make some adjustments.
So they're holding the ball right now. No shot clock. Strategic moves so that way they can try to get the last shot themselves here for Andale. And that one goes all the way back. No backcourt violation there. Quick shot, and that's it for this one for the first half. Here Nickerson is holding on to a 2-point lead after a double-digit lead at the end of the first quarter, or close to a double-digit lead. Right now, 19-17. Garrett, what are your thoughts on that first half?
Well, the two quarters were definitely very different. The first quarter was a very defensive first quarter, and this second quarter was very high-scoring first quarter, with both teams finally getting their offenses clicking.
We're going to see how much more they can be able to go. Which way is this going to look? Is it going to look very defensive or very offensive for the second half? We'll find out here. We're going to take a quick break at this moment. You're watching the Wildcat Classic right here on the Wildcat Network. Enjoy the sights and sounds of Wildcat Gymnasium. Okay, so I've got the camera all the way over there. It's got a walkie-talkie on there, and it is also connected to the microphone. So just be careful. Yes. Huh? Yeah. You don't want me to? No, I'm just making sure. We did it a couple of times, but yeah. Actually, I think it was like the second or third one. But anyway, it was a Central Plains game. Yeah. But no, she's not. I mean, she's able to come in. She's part of the band, so she'll be out. She'll be out here. I don't know who she'll get to interview. We're only going to do one interview with her on that because, well, I mean, we'll probably only do one interview. Yeah, whatever you guys want to do. I trust you guys have good stuff on this moment. I mean, do whatever you want. You can break. Do what? Okay, yeah, that's fine. You might want to go and take a look at how we have that all set up. Yeah, you got some slack over there. And it's not plugged into the extension cable because, you know, we need. It's not plugged into the orange one, but there's a reason though. I've been stupid and blind. There's an outlet right behind the camera over there. But if you feel the need to unplug the camera for whatever reason, there is a fully charged battery in it. So. All right.
Sour Patch Kids, hot dog, and Gatorade. Just give me a hot dog and Gatorade. Forget about the Sour Patch Kids. Actually, wait, no, get those Sour Patch Kids. Is that it? Just those 3 things? 3 things, yeah. It's not too bad.
Thank my forensic students for yesterday putting the camera at that low position, and I'm like, how does that happen? And then I looked into it and I'm like, this is not bad. This is not a bad angle. now my camera focus is like all right.
Starting the second half for the Indians, number 3, Caitlin Fairchild, number 10, Kelly Werther, number 20, Jamie Eck, number 21, Cameron Hutter, and number 33, Mackenzie Fairchild. Starting the second half for the Panthers, number 3, Alexis Allen, number 5, Jesse McLean, number 11, Kieran Noches, number 33, Mackenzie Starnes, and number 35, Ava Jones.
All right, welcome back to the second half here, right here on the Wildcat Network. It's the Wildcat Classic. Normally you would hear us, or you would hear the shout outs to the Wildcat sponsors. Had a bit of an issue there, technical issue, so we'll get that out to them here later tonight. Plenty of opportunities to do so here. Panthers now start off the ball here, or start off the game, the second half here, And a travel called, so an immediate turnover almost. That was a different kind of first half that we're normally used to seeing here. We'll see how this second half plays out. And right now it is playing out just as defensive as the game started here, as Josie McLean just bats that one away.
Yeah, that was a very good defensive play there by McLean.
Andale now. They've got the ball, and they're going to pass it around. Right now it is Fairchild, but she passes it over to number 21, and now she gets it back here. And it looks like the Panthers were not going to allow her to go in at all. She gets it back. She tries to drive around 2 or 3 defenders. It gets batted away, but it is picked back up by the Indians. And now it's Fairchild. And now that one gets stolen away by the Panthers. They've got the ball here. Try to get the fast break, but not there. So now it's Alexis Allen. She drives in, gives it over to Ava Jones. Ava Jones goes around 2 defenders and goes up and in and extends the lead here. 21-17 for the Nickerson Panthers. And a travel called there on Mackenzie Fairchild. So the Andale Indians, they had a few good 3-pointers go in that second quarter, as we see Ava Jones fixing her shoes at the moment. What do you think they need to do now in order to regain the lead?
Just do what they did in the second quarter, which was lockdown defense, and they got stops against Nickerson, and they were able to get their offense going and hit shots.
Foul called here, and yeah, that's on number 20, Jaylee Eck. Mackenzie Starnes will go to the line. The first one is a miss on that shot there. The second one does go in. And now it is a 5-point ball game. Andale trying to get around the pressure here as Nickerson was putting on a full court press there. Now passing around, and it is Winter. Now it is Wegerer. And Cameron Winter, and now it's over to Fairchild. Now number 10 for the 3. And that one goes in.
That was Kelly Werger on the 3. That was a good 3-point shot there by Kelly.
Just like that, turning a 5-point game into a 2-point game. Foul called on the Indians there, and that's their second one on the half. And I think officially that one was on Cameron Winter. That one goes out of bounds. They say it was last touched by the Indians, so it'll continue to be Nickerson's basketball at this moment. Andale keeping it close at the moment here. What would it mean to them to be able to beat Nickerson?
It would mean a lot. That would be the upset probably of the tournament so far. Even though it's only been 2 nights, that would still be a really big upset. It might be the upset of the whole tournament.
Jump ball situation there, and the possession arrow points towards the Andale Indians. Winner of this game will go on to play against the winner of the Cheney Haven game that's coming up later tonight. And the winners play on Thursday. passing it around, trying to find a good shot at this moment here. Driving, not going in. Nickerson's not letting them inside the paint at all. Number 10 with the shot and the foul called.
That foul was on number 11, Kieran Onchez. That's her first of the game.
The first free throw is a miss as it almost went over the backboard there. The second one does go in. 1 point ball game at this moment here, and a timeout is called by Andale. That's their first one here. Yep, and it's a 30-second timeout. Now that we've got this timeout here, 1 point ball game, and I asked just a few moments ago, like, what would this mean for Andale to get the victory? What would this mean in turn then for Nickerson if they were to hold on and keep the victory?
It would definitely mean a lot since they're getting put to the test against the number 6 ranked Andale.
The Lady Cats and the Lady Cardinals, you see them on the sidelines over there on the far side. They're the second game. They'll be coming up. They'll be warming up here after this game is over. All right, Josie McLean has the ball. She's going to pass it, and that one goes up. It's a miss on a three, but it's Starnes. Well, I thought she had it. She loses it. Jump ball situation there, and the Panthers will retain possession of the ball as the possession arrow points at their favor. And now it is Alexis Allen, and now Kieran Onchez, now Allen, now over to McLean. McLean is looking for a friend to pass the ball to. She's being double teamed. Now she resets, drives in, backs up, and there's Allen to help. Now it's Starnes, and now it is Onchez. Onchez drives in and passes it over to Ava Jones. Up and in it goes on that one. Right now, if you're Nickerson, you're thinking about, like, what can you do to create some separation on the scoreboard here.
Nickerson's got to get some more stops on defense, and they've also got to hit more of their shots. I mean, they've been doing a good job so far the last couple quarters of being able to knock down their shots. They just got to make sure they continue that and don't go on a cold streak.
Drive in, pass out. It's Caitlin Fairchild, and she misses on that one. And then it's finally picked up by Kieran Onchez here, and the Panthers have it. She'll race down the court now, passes it over to Josie McLean. Starnes, and now it's Allen, and now it's over to Ava Jones. Jones drives in and gives it over to Onchez, and now it's back to Allen's, now back to Jones. They're just passing it around at the moment here. Ava Jones goes up, and she collects the bucket. 2 points in their favor now. They've got the lead of 5 points once again.
And that is 15 points for Ava Jones for the game.
Last night we saw a big game from one of the Hallstead Lady Dragons. A 40-point game, or a 40-point night for Corinna Gerber. There we go. Blanked on the name. My apologies. Could we see a big game tonight here for another player in any one of these two games?
We very possibly could, and Ava Jones is getting there with already 15 points in this game.
Foul called here for Caitlin Fairchild. No foul. But a turnover there. So I thought it was a foul for a second, but I was wrong. 3-point ball game, 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter here. And Nickerson, they're looking, and now it's Josie McLean. And now it's back to Josie McLean. Passing it around right now here is the name of the game as they try to find a good spot for a shot here. Ava Jones thought she had it, but thought twice. Now it's over to McLean. She goes for 3, and it's a miss on that one. Bounces off the rim twice, and then it goes out. Andale now has the ball, and it is Fairchild who has it. Now she passes it over to number 21, and now it's over to number 2, Georges, and now it's 21 once again, Cameron Winter. Passing it around, and it's Caitlin Fairchild, and now she collects the foul as she went up, and so she'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
And that foul was on number 11, Kieran Onchez.
And the first one for Fairchild goes in. She goes 2 for 2 at the stripe now. 1:15 left to go in the third quarter. And it is back to a 1-point ball game. And we're seeing a substitution here as Josie McLean goes out and Alexis Allen comes in and takes her place. Now it's Andale with the full court pressure here. Quick drive down the court, but that gets stopped, and a travel called. And a turnover on that one.
She just couldn't come to a stop fast enough, and she just moved that back pivot foot just a little bit, and the ref caught her and called her for traveling.
Sometimes you can be too fast for your own good. Less than a minute left, and it's been a close ball game here. Nickerson has kept the lead throughout, though. And up, and well, as soon as I said that, I guess that's the commentator's curse.
And that was number 33, Mackenzie Fairchild, on that floater.
And that's batted away by another Fairchild, Caitlin Fairchild.
That looked like a volleyball spike.
It probably would have scored like one, too. Timeout called by Nickerson here, trying to regroup, it looks like. So, and I think that they're calling a minute long timeout. And I just looked down at our stream, so we have it set to where we're monitoring the stream, and I looked down, and yeah, that was very much a volleyball spike right there.
Yeah, she hit that with some emphasis.
Oh, man. Well, while we have a quick moment here, got to give props to where props is due here. Garrett Reese, you've been doing an awesome job as both manager for the guys and also being a color commentator. But now you're starting a new chapter, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm starting to help with all the Hutch Community College spring sports that are going on right now since they couldn't get going in the fall. Now all their sports are going on in the spring, so I'm like triple tasking. Because I've got the Haven boys, I've got the commentating for the home games, and I've got HCC sports.
Put in the time that you're down at halftime and in between games with the band. You're actually quadruple tasking.
Yeah, I forgot about the band. Yeah, I sometimes join the band as well.
And we'll get to see you down there, especially like, one of the fun things that we get to see, and you were talking about it earlier as well, or we were talking about it earlier as well. Funky Town.
Yeah, Funky Town is me and Zach's song where we get to play the cymbals, and it's so much fun. That's one of my favorite songs to play in pep band.
This quarter comes to an end here, and Andale has a surprising lead at the moment It's a 3-point ball game, 29-26. Nickerson right now on their heels at this moment here as we're getting ready for the fourth quarter of this one. And we looked at that first quarter, and now we look at this quarter. The tides have turned, haven't they?
Yeah, if you would have looked at the first quarter, you would have thought Nickerson was going to run away with this. But Andale said not so fast, and they've taken the lead entering the fourth, and we've got an upset brewing.
Oh yeah, and looking at that scoreboard over there, over here in Haven High School, they have a scoreboard with the players on the court, with the amount of points that they have and the amount of fouls that they have. And we looked at that first half, and it seemed like one or two players were getting those points, but now we're definitely seeing some big names up there and some spreading of points here for Andale.
Yeah, Ava Jones for Nickerson and number 3, Caitlin Fairchild for Andale, both have 15 apiece.
We're going to have to see how this quarter ends up here, or this game ends up. It may just be the quarter of a 5-quarter game, quite possibly.
Now, this game could very well go into overtime because this has been a very close game so far.
Andale now has the ball, and it is Caitlin Fairchild. She drives it, goes up, tries to get around 3 defenders, gets fouled as she goes up, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And that was on Ava Jones, and that's her third foul of the game.
The first one for Caitlin Fairchild does not go in. And a rare 0-2 on that one.
And free throws are going to be crucial here down the stretch. Every point is going to count in this very close game.
That one gets stolen away, and then it's promptly turned over there. Looked like she was about to save it, but I think her foot just barely touched out of bounds on that one. Well, free throws and fouls in general, you mentioned it just a few moments ago, that Ava Jones right now is sitting on her 3rd foul. You only get 5 of them.
Yeah, she's got to be careful. You don't want to pick up 2 quick fouls because she is a key contributor for Nickerson, and that would be a big blow if they were to lose Ava Jones to foul trouble.
Josie McLean, she gives it, and now it's Ava Jones who has it. And now it's batted away, but it's collected once again, and there's Ava Jones with the 2-pointer. 28-29, we're back to a 1-point ball game. Andale passing it, and a foul is called there, and that one is was a hard hit on the floor there.
And that foul is on number 5, Josie McLean. And that's her 3rd foul. So now Nickerson has 2 Lady Panthers with 3 fouls each.
And that's got to be the bigger foul story right now because, we're not really close to being in the bonus yet. McLean batted it away, but the Indians came up with it in the end here, and now it is Caitlin Fairchild, and now she passes it. And now the Indians will reset. Number 21, Cameron Winters, she had it. Now it's Fairchild, now it's up for 3, miss on that one. She collects her own rebound, and she resets here with about 6 minutes left to go in regulation.
And if you're Nickerson, you can't let that happen. You can't let the shooter go get her own rebound. You got to box out because every possession's crucial here down the stretch in this 1-point game.
And they called a block on that one, foul called. And that one was on Mackenzie Starnes. Now we're starting to creep into that bonus territory. 5 team fouls for Nickerson, only 2 for Andale in this half. Andale looking around, trying to see if they can get a good shot here. Mackenzie Fairchild, she passes it over to number 10, and now it's being passed around once again for 3 on that one by number 21, Cameron Winter, but it does not go in. Now it's Nickerson, and number 11 drives. She gets the shot to go in. A crucial 2 points by Kieran Anches. Doesn't change the difference, it just changes who has the lead. That one almost gets stolen away by Ava Jones. Foul called here.
And that'll be her 4th of the game, so she's got to be really careful now, because if she picks up one more, she'll be done for the game, and that will be a big blow for Nickerson.
And not only if she gets like another quick foul, not only is she out, but then Andale will be in the bonus. Crucial possession right here, right now.
Andale's got to get a score here on this possession to retake the lead.
It's over to Fairchild. She thinks twice about the 3, drives in. Kicked ball there by Starnes. So Andale will retain possession. And they get it. Now it is Fairchild, and now it is over to Winter. And it's passed around, and now it's Werger. Winter now. And after a nice try there by number 10, it's back to Winter. Now it's being passed around once again. It is over to Caitlin Fairchild. Well, it was an attempted pass over to Caitlin Fairchild, but it was tipped away by the Panthers. No retained possession. This is a long possession for the Indians.
Nickerson's playing some lockdown defense right now, not allowing Andale to get into that paint.
And that one gets batted away by McLean and goes out of bounds once again. Still a 1-point ball game. It's still Andale's possession here. They've had it, I think, for a good solid minute at this moment.
Andale's had it for a couple minutes now, and and they finally get to the basket and are not able to capitalize.
But they did on that one.
Number 2, Grace Georges, is finally able to get a basket for Andale.
Stolen away right now, and here we go. Andale with the lead, and they have possession right now. Quick turnover by the Panthers on that one. And a foul called, and McLean does not like that one. She's wondering what she did there.
And that's McLean's 4th foul. So now 2 of Nickerson's biggest players have 4 fouls each. And that also puts Andale in the bonus because Nickerson is now over as at 17 fouls.
First shot of the 1-and-1 is a miss, and now it is recovered by the Panthers. They finally get to the other side of the stripe here after what seems like an eternity. It's Kieran Anches. She passes it over to Ava Jones. She goes up, miss on the shot, and now it's Andale who has the ball. With 3:10 left, it's a 1-point possession, and it's timeout. Timeout called by Andale.
And it will be a full 60-second timeout called by Andale.
So the leading team right now, they took the timeout. Is this a strategy call for them?
I think it is. Yeah, I think if you're Andale, you're setting up a play to try to get to the basket and try to extend this lead.
And if you're Nickerson, what is your coach, or what is their coach saying right now?
He's probably telling Josie McLean and Ava Jones to not foul, because if either of them fouled, they're out for the game. And also they need to box out on any of Andale's shots and not allow Andale to get any offensive rebounds and second chance points.
This is going to be a very, very interesting 3-minute stretch here. Once again, we want to remind you the second game tonight will be Haven against Cheney. And as we're seeing in this one, the seeding doesn't matter. Travel call. The seeding doesn't matter, it's spirit and heart that does. Josie McLean has the ball here. Crucial possession for the Panthers. Now it's Allen, now it's Jones. She's triple team. Now it's over to McLean for 3, miss on the shot, and now it is Caitlin Fairchild who has it, and she's going to slow it down right now.
She almost got that stolen by number 11, Kieran Onchez.
Passing it around the perimeter, it is Fairchild who currently has the ball. Now it's Mackenzie Fairchild, now it's Caitlin again. Foul called once again here. And it's a blocking foul, and the Nickerson bench is not happy.
And the refs, I think one ref saw an offensive foul, one ref saw a defensive foul, so we'll see who they decide. And it will be offensive foul against Andale. And that's something Andale, if you're Andale, you can't have. You cannot have turnovers if you're Andale.
Oh, and it looks like just a little too high on the elbow or something there. That was for Caitlin Fairchild. That's her first foul in the night, so. And there's a turnover by Nickerson. You got things to go your way on the foul call there, and then it's a turnover. That's got to be frustrating. 2:10 left to go in regulation here. That one gets sent away. Last touch by Ava Jones. If you're Andale, are you perfectly content and just wasting some time here?
I mean, you can, but then if you waste a bunch of time and don't score, and then Nickerson goes down and score, you're suddenly in trouble.
And timeout called once again by Andale, specifically by the coach Ted Anderson.
30 seconds.
And it will be a 30-second timeout.
They're down to 2 timeouts right now.
And Nickerson still has 3 of their timeouts left.
Under 2 minutes. The story of the game here, there's 3 of them at the very least. Andale coming back. Andale with the 1-point lead. And Nickerson with 2 key players on foul trouble at this moment. And both of them are on the floor. If you're Nickerson, I don't think you want to lose any of those 2 players, even if they have 4 fouls on them.
And that looks like it was on Josie McLean. And if that's her 5th foul, and she will foul out of this game.
How big is that right now?
That's crucial for Nickerson, because Josie's been a big part of this Nickerson offense, and especially her defense tonight. Her defense has been exceptional.
So she's going to see the bench. And Georges gets the first of her 2 free throws to go in.
And these free throws are crucial here down in the last 146 of this game.
And a miss on that one. It still keeps it at just a 2-point lead here for Andale. The tension is palpable here. Starnes goes up, and she'll tie the game at this moment with 1.5 left to go. Andale looking. They're trying to regain the lead. Number 21 goes up. And a foul called on that one, and a big one too.
Looks like that'll go on number 21, Cameron Winter for Andale. That's her second. And that's only Andale's 4th team foul, so they still got 2 more fouls to give before they're in the bonus, before they put Nickerson in the bonus.
But that gives Nickerson the ball right now with with a minute left here. Batted away. Who's going to come up with it? And a travel
travel
call
on Nickerson.
This is going to come down to the last basket, isn't it?
It might, and it might come down to just 1 free throw. May come down to a game of free throws.
Andale, they inbound it. It is number 21, Cameron Winter. She has the ball. And the clock is just ticking away at this moment.
And if you're Nickerson, you can't foul because we give Andale a 1-and-1 opportunity to potentially win the game on a free throw. And the Nickerson bench and the cheerleaders are both chanting defense. They're starting to get really loud in here. Looks like Andale will try for the last shot of this game.
Is that wise?
I think it is, because then you don't give Nickerson a chance to score.
Andale's got the ball. They're passing it around. Now it's over to Caitlin Fairchild. She drives. She gets blocked. She goes up. Misses on the shot.
And this game, I think, will be going to overtime.
Well, the whistle blew right before the buzzer, so I think the referees are going to confer. They're going to talk.
And it looks like we will be going to overtime.
32-32.
An extra 4 minutes here in this game.
We weren't there or it didn't seem like we were going to be here when we were looking at it in the first quarter, but it turned right around. 4 minutes of overtime here. Nickerson is without a star player at this moment.
Yes, Josie McLean fouled out with just a couple minutes left in the 4th quarter, and we got to remember Ava Jones has 4 fouls, so they can't lose her either.
And for foul trouble for the Andale Indians, they have Kelly Wagerer. I may be mispronouncing, and I do apologize, but on the board, no, sorry, that's points. They don't have anybody on foul trouble. So, yeah, right now all the foul trouble is on Nickerson here as we start overtime.
And Andale is still in the bonus because these team fouls carry into the overtime period.
4 minutes of extra basketball.
You're getting a good one here.
Nickerson passing it around here, and that one's batted away. Getting the ups and tossing it over the net, it looks like.
Yep.
All right, it is Lanaya Hada who inbounds it. Now she has it, and she gives it over to Allen. Allen for three. That one's off center, though. Nickerson with the ball, though. Starnes, kicked ball, last touch by Caitlin Fairchild of Andale. And whistle blown here. Timeout called by Nickerson. And they had a few to give away. I guess they gave gave an extra timeout per team. So both teams are now sitting at 3 timeouts apiece here. This one's a close one, man. I mean, 32-32. At this moment, who's been the bigger players in this game?
Obviously for Andale, number 3, Caitlin Fairchild. She's sitting at 15 points, and she's been a key part of Andale's offense and defense. And for Nickerson, obviously Josie McLean was a big part, but she fouled out. And also Ava Jones has also been another key contributor. She's sitting at 17 points right now, but she also is sitting at 4 fouls.
What's going to be the story here? We'll find out here in 3.5 more minutes. Anchez up, miss on the shot. Now it's Andale who has it. And it is number 33, Mackenzie Fairchild. She'll pass it over to number 10, Kelly Wergerer. And now it's Mackenzie Fairchild. She's got Caitlin to her left, but she passes it over to Ballman here. And now it's Mackenzie once again. Back and forth, trying to find a good combination and a good shot here.
You want to take your time if you're Andale and try to get a good shot. Don't force one up and take a bad shot.
They got plenty of time on this board at this moment. Over to Fairchild, and now it's over to the other Fairchild, Mackenzie. She goes up, foul called. Who's got that one?
If that's on Ava Jones, she's out. And it won't be on Ava Jones. That'll be on Kieran Anchez. And that's her third, so she's creeping up into foul trouble.
And the first of 2 misses on that one. It is a shooting foul, so it is a guaranteed 2 free throws. The second one was also a miss. Those were 2 crucial free throws. Big misses at this moment here. 2.5 left to go. Nickerson has the ball. It is Kieran Anchez who has it. She drives. Foul called, and I believe that one was on Grace Georges.
Yes, that will be on Grace.
She has a few to give. One thing here right now, Nickerson is sitting on 9 team fouls, so the next one will send the Indians to the line for 2. Nickerson trying to find a good shot themselves right now, but the Indians they're playing good defense at the moment, and that one goes out of bounds. No, that one was a foul.
And that foul will go against Mackenzie Fairchild. That's her third. And that's the first Andale player with more than 2 fouls in this game.
And now Andale is creeping at 7 here. That one goes out of bounds. Shot by Kieran Anchez, though, and that wasn't good. Rebound attempt sailed it out of bounds. The inbound almost goes wayward. And then it's stolen away by number 5, Maggie Strantz. She drives it, goes up, misses on the shot, but the foul is called anyways.
And so she'll go to the line for 2, and that puts Nickerson at 10 team fouls. So any fouls from here on out on Nickerson will send Andale to the line for 2.
And that one was Kieran Anches, and now she's sitting at 4 fouls. First one goes in, and that's a tie-breaking score right now. Two for 2 here, and a timeout.
And Andale will take a full 60-second timeout. And that foul on number 11, Kieran Anches, puts her at 4, and that's another that's another Nickerson player that has 4 fouls.
At this moment, you're seeing the Wildcat Pride Marching Band getting their percussion equipment and getting it set up here. And then that was KP right behind them.
Yep, KP's trying to sneak in and join them. We'll see what kind of percussion skills KP has.
Well, now he's walked over to the table, so. You know, one of the fun things about that sideline camera so far is that early on when we first started having it, you would see people kind of ducking around it and all that. Now that it's become more normal and familiar, nobody's even paying attention to it anymore.
They just walk right in front of it.
You do get a few people who will wave at it and all that, so that's all a good thing here as we start back up here. And now turnover here by the Panthers, and that's a huge turnover at this moment. Andale has the ball. They have the ball. They have the lead. Minute and a half left to go in this first overtime. And a travel is called, and that's a crucial one.
That was on number 3, Caitlin Fairchild.
And now Nickerson inbounds it. It's Kieran Anches who has it. She passes it over to Allen. That's tipped away, but now she gets it right back and steps out of bounds. That's another key turnover there. Lots of turnovers right now, and it seems like it is Nickerson that's committing them all.
Yeah, Nickerson cannot have these turnovers down 2 with less than a minute and a half to go. And if you're Andale, I would just try to pass the ball around the perimeter and force Nickerson to foul you. But you got to make good, smart passes here. You can't have turnovers if you're Andale.
And this is a Nickerson team right now that has had state on their mind. They've been number 1 for quite a while in Division 4A basketball here in the state of Kansas. Less than a minute left. It's going to be a crucial one here. Mackenzie Fairchild, she goes up and extends the lead now. It's a 4-point ball game officially. Now it's a 2-possession game. And that one gets tipped away, and there it goes right now. And the coach is not happy right now. That is John McLean who is calling his team to be on the defense here.
And that would look like it was an intentional foul there on Nickerson to try to stop the clock.
Maddie Schrant misses the first of 2. And the second one basically guarantees that this next shot has to be a 3-pointer.
Nickerson's got to hurry. They can't hold the ball here. They've got to get something quick.
The clock is not in their favor at this moment. Ava Jones goes up. She gets a 2 to go in, and a timeout is immediately called here.
And the Nickerson coach quickly calls a full timeout to try to settle his team down.
My apologies. It was not a 6-point game. It was a 5. Yes, it was a 5-point difference there. But now they are separated once again by only one possession, but it's a 3-point lead at this moment.
And Nickerson and Andale both have 2 timeouts left.
I think somebody brought in a chew toy or something. I was hearing some squeaks over there. You're seeing the Wildcat Pride Marching Band, now the rest of them coming in with their equipment.
I'm sure they want to get started and playing it almost as soon as this game's over.
Well, they got to wait 14 more seconds, possibly. It just depends on what's going to happen in these 14 seconds.
This game may go to a second overtime.
Andale now, they have the ball.
Looks like a football play. They're trying to get the ball in bounds.
And I think not the Dragons, the Panthers, they've got to play some defense at this moment here.
And it looks like Andale will escape here with the upset win.
Intentional foul called here on Lanaya Hada. 1.5 though, and I think this one's going to put this away.
She just needs to make one of them and it will win it. And that pretty much ices it for Andale. And Andale coach will call another timeout, a 30-second timeout.
So barring some type of miracle at this moment, Andale's going to be awaiting the winner of the next game here. And who you looked at it on paper, you looked at the preview matchups and all of that. Who would have thought that this would be the result tonight? Especially
after watching the first quarter when Nickerson looked like they were going to run away with it. But Andale's battled back and they played really tough defense, especially in the second half, and they've gotten their offense going.
And there it is. And you just got to think that one seals it right now. And it does. The clock strikes zeros. It's an upset tonight. Here is the Andale Indians. Took this one home. 39-34. Big surprise tonight. Now, the next question will be, will we have 2 upsets? What's that going to be? We're going to have to find out here later tonight. 15 minutes between games. Garrett, what'd you think on that one?
That was a very good game. It was something else.
Something else indeed. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves set up and situated here for the next game. The next game is going to be your Lady Wildcats as they go up against the Cheney Cardinals. We'll take a break. We'll meet you guys on the other side.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the following Booster Club sponsors: All Pro Plumbing, Farmers Cooperative, First National Bank of Hutchinson, Gambino's Pizza, King Solar, Kraft Electric, SRES, Wells Fencing Incorporated, Yoder Engineered Structures, and Yoder Meats.
I'm hungry.
It is. Put that off to the side. Oh, it's not the battery. No, I was unplugging that camera, or that microphone. No, she's not doing side by side. She's gonna be really busy over there, so. Yeah, Wildcat Basketball on the Wildcat Network is brought to you by the following Booster Club sponsors: Haven Wellness Center, Iron Gates Insurance Group, Nutrient Ag Solutions, RCB Bank, and Red Rock Auto Center.
For the playing of the national anthem of the Haven High School Wildcat Band under the direction of Joel Montez.
Alrighty, and here we go, game 2 tonight.
Now we're starting on
And they're announcing starters here for this one, so we're going to go ahead and give it to the PA announcer.
Number 2, Kylie Shearer. A 5'7" junior. Number 5, Brooklyn Wee. A 6'1" sophomore. Number 11, Campbell Haddock. A 5'7" junior. Number 23, Bridge McCormick. And a 5'11" junior. Number 32, Lacey Leonard. For the Wildcats, a 5'4" senior, number 1, Harley Royal. A 5'6" junior, number 5, Reese Roper. A 5'7" senior, number 12, Brooke Bronner. A 5'8" senior, number 20, Cassidy Smith. And the 5'11" senior, number 42, McGuire Hensel.
Alrighty! It's game 2. We saw on the first one that upsets can't happen. Now, are we going to see it this time? We'll see here in the next few quarters here. But right now, say it loud, say it proud. It's game time! The number 7 Lady Wildcats will go up against the number 2 Genie Cardinals. Big matchup tonight. Don't you think so, Garrett?
Yeah, this is going to be a very good game we have here on deck right now.
And here we go. Let's go ahead, and the Lady Wildcats, they will start off with possession here, and here we go, and here's the Lady Wildcats starting 5. Number 1, Carly Arnold. Number 5, Reese Roper. Number 12, Brooke Bronner. And number 20, Cassidy Smith. And number 42, McGuire Estelle. The first shot was No good here, and so the Cardinals now have the ball.
And Kylie Shear lines up for three and is not able to hit that. And Brooke Bronner comes down with a strong rebound.
Brooke Bronner, and now she's going to pass it over to Reese Roper. For the Lady Wildcats, what do they have to do to win tonight? Tonight.
They got to know where Kylie Shear is on the court. She is a very good basketball player, and they've got to keep an eye on her.
And who are some of the key players to look at for both teams? You say Kylie Shear for the Cardinals. Who else should both teams be looking at?
Number 23, Bryn McCormick. She is also really good. They got to know where she's at all times. And then for Haven, you've got to look out for Reese Roper. She is quick and she can turn what doesn't look like a fast break into a fast break very quickly. And also down low, you got to look at McGuire Estel. She can block it, she can rebound it, she can score it, she can do everything.
And Reese Roper trying to get the first couple of points here, but that one gets batted away, and it was last touched by, I guess they say Cassidy Smith on that one. So the Cardinals will now have the ball. They are in the home white unis because they are ranked higher, but of course we know who the real home team is tonight. All right, it is number 2, Kylie Schreer. She passes it over to number 23. Now it's down to 11 and then 32. Up, first points of the game go over to the Cheney Cardinals here.
Now it's number 32, Lacey Lures.
And Carly Arnold running around, goes up to Cassidy Smith. Miss on the shot, but the foul is called. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. The first one goes in for Cassidy Smith. And she goes 2 for 2 at the line. 2-2 ball game right now. I mean, we just got started, but still. All right, Cheney with the ball. Schreer, she runs around all the defenders, passes it, miss on the shot. Now it's picked back up. Now it's Shear again. She goes up and gets fouled, and she'll go to the line.
And that foul was on number 1, Carly Arnold. That's her first and the first team foul for Haven.
Miss on the 3-point attempt there, or the 3rd-point attempt. And yes, an over the back foul.
And there was an over the back foul on number 11, Campbell Hagg, and that will be her first and Cheney's second team foul.
Now, do you think fouls are going to play a big factor in tonight's game?
I think they can. If you're Haven, you can't get into foul trouble, or else you'll put Cheney at the line, and they are a good free throw shooting team.
Carly Arnold, she's quickly met by 2 Cardinals, but she passes it over to Brooke Bronner, and now it's passed back over to Carly Arnold. Carly Arnold, normally a 3-point scoring machine here. As of late, that hasn't been her forefront or her forte. But I mean, she is still a 3-point scoring machine when she has the ball.
She just needs one to go in, and it can change her confidence just like that.
Reese Roper steals it out of the air and almost loses control, does lose control. It gets poked away, and now it's Kylie Shear. She goes up for 2, and she gets the 2 points to go in. Rare moment of confusion there for Reese Roper. But she has the ball now, and now she's going to recollect here. And that one goes away from her.
And turnovers are looking to be a problem here for Haven early in this game. And And number 3, Bree Bronner checks into the game for Reese Roper.
So it's the Cheney Cardinals now. They have the ball. It's Kylie Shear who has it. She gives it over to number 10, Anna Martin. And now it's passed back and forth around the team here. And now number 5, Brooklyn Wee. And that was Kylie Shear on the 3-pointer there. It's a 9-2 ball game right now. Haven with the early deficit. And a travel called on Brooke Bronner. But as we just saw in that the last game, early leads don't necessarily matter. It's where you're at the end of the game. Cheney now with the ball. And a bit of miscommunication there, but number 21, Olivia Albers, does have the ball, or recover it. Now it's number 5, goes up for the free throw. I'm a little bit late, but it is Kylie Shear who got the 2-pointer there, and it seems like she's making all the points right now for Cheney. Carly Arnold, she passes it over to Cassidy Smith, and that one was last touched by the Cardinals.
And number 23, Bryn McCormick will check into the game for the Cardinals. And number 23, Sadie Estelle will check into the game for Haven.
And now that is a foul called, and that will send McGuire Estelle to the line.
And that foul was on number 2, Kylie Shear, her first foul, and that's the 3rd foul on Cheney.
The first one is a miss for McGuire. The second one does go in, and it cuts that lead down just a little bit. 11-3 here right now. Cheney with the ball. Passing it around now. It's all the way to number 20. She misses on the 3-pointer, and it is recovered by McGuire Estelle. Brooke Bronner tried to go with the fast break, but loses the ball there. And it may be fouls and maybe turnovers as well. I mean, you know, right now, Haven having a bit of an issue holding on to the ball.
Yeah, they're having way too many turnovers, and that's something Haven cannot have in this game if they want to upset Cheney.
That was almost a turnover, and that one is a foul. Can't tackle your player.
And that foul will go against number 23, Bryn McCormick, her first and the 4th team foul on Cheney.
And this early right now, we're about 3 away from the bonus here. Bree Bronner, and oh, she gets met at the backboard there. She gets up though, shakes it off.
And that's now 5 team fouls for Cheney.
The first one goes in for Bree Bronner. Misses on the second one, but it is a violation, a lane violation there. So she'll get another chance at that one.
And Reese Roper will check back into the game.
And that one goes in, and it takes the lead down to 6 now.
Bree was able to capitalize on that Cheney mistake by making the extra free throw.
And up goes Shear, and that one was a miss, and that one goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by the Cardinals. And yeah, now a switch here as the Lady Cardinals will switch out 3 players here. Close game so far here. Carly Arnold almost lost it. It's Reese Roper who comes up. She goes up. Misses on that one. Sadie Estel picks up the rebound. That one's ping-ponged. And it's last touched by the Cardinals there. And now the inbound, it goes over to Carly Arnold. Arnold now drives, goes to Sadie Estel. She goes up for two, misses on the shot there. And about 2 1/4 left in this first quarter here. And a quick bucket.
That was number 20, Corey Lies.
Reese Roper goes around her defenders here. She passes it over to Bree Bronner. And now it's Carly Arnold, and she's going to call some plays here and reset. However, her defender's not going to let her, not going to let up. Bree Bronner now takes the handoff. She drives in and now goes back. She'll take the long two.
And she got it. Good jumper there from Bree Bronner.
Big plays right now. Double team here for the Wildcats, and they commit the foul here.
And that foul will be on Bree Bronner. That's her first, and the second team foul on Haven.
And now the inbound, that one gets stolen away, and it is brought back up by McGuire Estel. Fast break, Bree Bronner up, shooting foul. She'll go to the line.
And that foul will be on Bryn McCormick. That's her second of the game, and the sixth team foul already on Cheney in just the first quarter.
The first one goes in.
And that foul, last foul was on Bryn McCormick, and that was her second, so she's got to be careful the rest of this half.
The second one was a miss, but it is recovered by Sadie Estel, and it goes out of bounds. She was not able to keep control. And as you see there, a little bit of sister, consolation there.
And Brooke Bronner will check back into the game for the Lady Wildcats.
And now we've got Bronners, Estels, and a Roper.
And we also have a family connection on the other side as Kylie Shear shoots a three and not able to get that.
That one gets lost. Jump ball, as I think like almost everybody on both teams had hands on that one.
And as I was saying, there's a family connection for Cheney too, as Kylie Shear is the daughter of the head coach for Cheney, Rod Shear.
Basketball, especially at this level, is a family affair. Cheney now with the ball and a foul called there.
And that'll be on Bree Bronner. And that's her second foul of the game, so she's got to be careful because she has 2 fouls now.
And she'll go out. Carly Arnold will take over. Less than a minute left to go in this first quarter. It's a 5-point ball game at this moment. And now number 5 with the shot. That one's off. And it is picked up by Kylie Shear. Passed around. And then number 11, Campbell Hay, got that one to go in. Now it's stolen away, and Haig picked it up again. And now it's Kylie Shear who has it. She'll drive it, loses it. Header, pocket pick. Reese Roper with the fast break, goes up and goes in.
Good fast break attempt there by Reese Roper to get ahead of the Lady Cardinals and get the layup.
Shear with the buzzer beater.
She
And-
got the last second shot to go. And that makes it an 8-point lead at the end of the first quarter.
Oh, man. And, you know, we usually say it's high octane for the guys. It's also high octane for the girls. That one was a fast quarter and high scoring. First quarter down, now in the books. Garrett, what are your thoughts?
For Haven, you've got to limit the turnovers. They've had way too many turnovers in that first quarter, and they got to limit those if they want to have a chance to come back and upset Cheney in this tournament. And for Cheney, your defense is playing good, your offense is playing good. They've had some turnovers as well that they've got to limit.
Just a quick reminder here at halftime, we'll have Coach Lonnie Paramore, the coach of the boys team. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're not off this week. They are in practice mode, and then we have we have quite a few of the boys players and, you know, just the team in general, you know, being a part of all of our broadcasts here. With Zane Jackwes, Benaya Yoder on commentary, Garrett Reese also on commentary as well. Grant Seif has been running camera. We've got Paxton DeBoard running the camera tonight as we're gearing up to start the second quarter here. And also a quick reminder too, winner of tonight or of this game will go on to play Thursday against the surprise Andale Indians. And the inbound goes, well, it's a turnover, but now it's back in the hands of Reese Roper. Reset the court here for you for the Lady Wildcats. We have number 1, Carly Arnold, number 5, Reese Roper. I'm going to stop for a second. That one rolled out. Number 12, Brooke Bronner. Number 20, Cassidy Smith. And number 42, McGuire Estel. 4 seniors and a junior right now on that Wildcat team. That one goes up.
23, Bryn McCormick with the 2-point basket for Cheney.
Cheney now looks at a 10-point lead. They stole that one away, and now it's Kylie Shear for 3, and that one goes in.
And she is a very dangerous 3-point shooter if you leave her alone.
Reese Roper going fast down the court, and a foul on the floor. So whether that was going in or not, wouldn't have counted.
And that foul will go against Bryn McCormick. That's her third, and she will head to the bench. And that's team foul number 7 on Cheney, so now Haven is in the bonus.
And the first of the 1-and-1s goes in for Reese Roper. The second one was a miss, but it is collected by McGuire Estel. Now it's Brooke Bronner long 2.
And she got it. That was set up by the excellent offensive rebound by McGuire Estel.
And the excellent defense right there by Reese Roper. And just by luck, it was last touched by the Lady Cardinals going out of bounds. All right, we just got pronunciations here, so thank you to the gentleman in the camo hat that came over here. We'll give you a shout out. We don't know your name, but we'll give you a shout out. All right, reset here now. Carly Arnold for 3. That one goes over and out and does not go in. But as we said before, though, you leave her with the 3s, and she will take them. All right, we reset now, and it's number 20, Lise, that has the ball. Goes around, passes, and now it's over to number 20, Lise again, and she goes for the 3 and gets that one to go in. Carly Arnold driving, gives it over to Reese Roper for 3, and a miss. And now a fast break, but that one was not controlled, so they get to slow it down here. And a foul, and it looks like that one was on McGuire Estill. Just the 4th team foul for the Lady Cats, and McGuire's first foul on the night. The first one's a miss here for Olivia Albers. The second one does go in. We are looking at a 14-point deficit for the Lady Cats right now. Quickly, they go to the other side of the court, and now it's McGuire Estill who has the ball, and she's going to call some plays here. Gives it over to Reese Roper. She directs traffic. Bree Bronner, Cassidy Smith. That one gets tipped away. It's Shear. She's got it, going up and going in.
And that's 17 points now for Kylie Shear.
The turnovers have got to be killing the Lady Wildcats at this moment.
Yes, they're giving Cheney way too many fast break opportunities to get points right at the basket.
Reese Roper, Cassidy Smith. Reese Roper gives the help, tries to go up with the layup, not enough. And now it's in the hands of Leah Durr, or it was in the hands of Leah Durr. Now it's Shear. They go around, Lise, Durr, and then Corey Lise was number 20. Number 21 was Olivia Albers. It was a miss on the shot either way, though, so now the Wildcats have it. Brooke Bronner for 3. Too much on that one. Four and a half left to go in this half. The Lady Cats are in the bonus here. That one goes in, and that one was for 3.
And that was number 5, Brooklyn Wee Wee, 4-3.
And the Cats are looking at a 19-point deficit. McGuire Estill, she has the ball at the moment. And Cheney on the seating, it says number 2, but they are also a number 1, and the Lady Cats have been having trouble with number 1s, number 2s, and number 3s all season long.
Yeah, they've had a tough season, tough schedule all season long.
Yeah, it's a testament to the schedule. A 3-point try there, and that's a miss here. Good thing is that the Lady Cats have been keeping them close throughout the season, though. Reese Roper for the 3 attempt, miss on that one. We haven't had a point in the last little bit right now. And that one goes up, and well, as soon as I said that.
That was number 21, Olivia Albers.
Reese Roper slowing it down, a little less than 3 minutes left. It's back to Reese Roper now. Down to McGuire Estill, down to Bree Bronner. No foul on the block there. And now the Cheney Cardinals have it. They run down the court. Now it's over to Shears for the long 3.
And she got it. A long-range 3 for Kylie Shear.
And a
that forces
timeout.
Roper to call a timeout.
That was so long of a 3. That's not, I mean, that had to be at the distance of not just past the high school arc, as you can see, but also the college girls, the college guys, probably even NBA distance on that one.
Yeah, that looked like it was an NBA range 3 there from Kylie Shear, and she's good at those long threes.
2:16 left to go in this half. The Lady Wildcats are facing a tough challenge at this moment. It's a uphill climb right now, 37-13. Cheney has the lead. If you're the Lady Cats, I mean, you know, let's say you're Dwight Roper right now. What did you just tell your girls?
To slow it down. That press is forcing them into a lot of turnovers, and he's got to tell them to limit their turnovers.
Cleaning up the floor just a little bit here before we get right back at it. Remember, coming up at halftime, we have Coach Lonnie Paramore. We're going to talk to him. It is Carly Arnold. She has it. She gives it's out of bounds, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by, I believe, Bree Bronner on that one. .203, and Carly Arnold tried to get the steal, but it goes back out of bounds. Now the Lady Cardinals, they have it. Number 23 drives in and gets the bucket to go in on that one.
That's number 23, Bryn McCormick, on that layup attempt.
Brooke Bronner passes it over to Carly Arnold. Carly Arnold looking around. And she drives, almost gets it stolen away, recollects it, misses on the shot attempt though. That one almost gets stolen away there. Carly Arnold everywhere on the floor at the moment. Even committing the foul there.
And that's her second foul of the game, and that's the 15th foul for Haven.
All right. Right back at it here. And going around and around. Cheney now has the ball. It is over to Kylie Shear. Carly Arnold closely guarding her. She goes up for three, misses on the shot there. And it is McGuire Estel who has it.
And Carly Arnold was fouled on that layup attempt.
And Cheney hasn't committed the foul here as of late, so that's just their 8th foul now, whereas before it seemed like that they were committing quite a few. Carly Arnold sinks in the first one. And the second one goes off the back and in. 39-15, less than a minute left to go in this first half here. Passing it around, now it's Kylie Shear who has it. Looking for a good shot here and possibly even taking up some time. And a foul is called on the floor.
Looks like that foul will go against number 10, Carly Bland. That will be her first of the game. And the 16th foul on Haven.
We would be saying be careful of foul trouble for the team, but there's not much time left at this moment. Around it goes. It goes to Kylie Shear. She misses on the two, but the putback goes back in, and that one was
number 11, Campbell Hagg.
20 seconds left in this first half. Garrett, what are your thoughts here with the Lady Wildcats?
They've got to limit their turnovers. They've had way too many turnovers this half, and they've got to. This press is forcing them to speed up their dribbling, and that's caused Haven to have a lot of turnovers.
And if you're Cheney, what are you talking about in that locker room?
Just keep up what you're doing. This press is working for Cheney. It's forcing Haven into a lot of turnovers. It's making Haven uncomfortable right now.
Ten seconds here. That one gets poked away. Last touch by Anna Martin. Yeah, and that defensive pressure, you can kind of see it on their faces here. It's tiring out the Lady Wildcats. Stolen away by number 5. She goes up. She sinks another 2 to go in.
Number 5, Brooklyn Wee Wee.
And that's it for the first half. Cheney showing that they are a high-ranking team for a reason. The Wildcats will have Mount Everest to climb here in the second half. I'm sorry to say that, but it is a high mountain right now, 43-15, and that's halftime. So second half, or first half is in the books, Garrett, and that one was a tough one.
Yeah, that was a really tough half for Haven. They got forced into too many turnovers, and that press was making Haven uncomfortable.
We'll see if they can be able to come back on in the second half here. So, all right, let's go ahead and turn our attention over here to our halftime. Just last week, we had the privilege to have Coach Dwight Rover as for an interview here, and now tonight we've got Lonnie Paramore, coach for the guys here. Here, we'll get you fitted with the microphone here. We'll help you out. So as the band is currently playing here, we'll have that here for you here in just a moment. You're watching the Wildcat Network. All right, welcome back to the Wildcat Network, your home for the Wildcat Classic. And yeah, if you want to, well, there's not a lot of room over here. We have the pleasure of having the guys coach tonight, Lonnie Paramore. And thank you for joining us tonight here. It's a pleasure to have you up here. Are you able to hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. That band is playing some loud, good music, but it makes it a little hard to hear at times.
Just a little bit. I mean, you know, that's one of the reasons why we have the headphones up here nowadays. Garrett and I, when we were up here for the Central Plains game, I think that was the first one with the band. You know, we noticed how loud they were. So. First and foremost, right now, you guys are looking at a magnificent season here. You know, let's talk about the season so far. I'm going to go ahead and try and see if I can pull up the results that you guys have had so far. So it says Halstead tonight, but you guys had the big win against Halstead, before you guys left for the Rupp tournament. And then at the Rupp tournament, it kind of ended up being the bridesmaid. But I mean, like, still a 7-2 record. That's nothing to gawk at right now.
Yeah, we've had a good start to the season. Had a really good before the Christmas break run. And then we came out of the gate strong, won the 3 games heading into the Rupp. So we did have a good run at the Rupp. Got a good win against Halstead in the opening round. And then we were able to take on a really talented Rose Hill team that we were able to get a W there as well. And then ran into Cheney in the finals, and they're a very good team, and we just came up a little bit short. So as of right now, our record stands at 10-2.
10-2, yes. Sorry, I didn't have the Rupp tournament results up there, but you are correct. Yes, 10-2, and I mean that's going to bump you up on the up on those rankings here, because prior to the Rupp tournament, you guys were sitting at 7th here. I haven't looked at the rankings as of late from KSBCA, but I imagine that's going to definitely bump you guys up.
Yeah. I saw them after practice tonight, and they have us ranked at number 6 right now.
A little bump.
Yep.
But yeah. So like now the early season tournament and the Kingman tournament, the mid-season tournament of the Rupp tournament. The next tournament that you guys have is sub-state. So I'm imagining that you're trying to gear up for that late stretch right now.
Yeah.
What's the mindset for the boys going into that stretch? You guys have Hoisington coming up next, and then you got Nickerson right after.
Yeah. We had a Friday, Saturday finish to the tournament this last weekend, so I gave the guys Monday off yesterday. So now we're starting to work hard at preparing for the home stretch. We come out, like you said, next Tuesday against Hoisington, and they're really good as well. I think they're 9-2, and we finished second in both of our tournaments at the Kingman one and the Rupp. So we want to improve on that for the sub-state tournament, where we can win that tournament there and get the state tournament again.
And that would be a key thing here, because I mean, Garrett and myself, we have a constant reminder right behind us on how good these basketball teams have been in the past. But I mean, like, prior to last year, you guys are the guys hadn't been or haven't been in the state tournament for quite a while. Last year, first time since 1988. This year, you guys are looking at possibly making it 2 trips in a row.
We're definitely, that's the goal. We've got a rough stretch in February with the top 5 teams in our league. We'll play them, and Hessen is hosting the sub-state, and they're ranked number 1 in the state, and they're ranked number 1 for good reason. They are a really nice team, and we'll play them the last week of the regular season.
Now I know that you've got game plans that you want to preserve and all that. I mean, of course, we're live on YouTube. There's probably a lot of viewers, so we're not going to ask you to like divulge any secrets or anything. But that Hoisington team, we've talked about it. I think you also have Lions and all that. What are maybe some of the things, without spilling the secrets, I guess? What are some of the things that you're prepping for with those teams?
Well, like I said, we got a tough finish to the season, and we're going to try to fine-tune kind of what we do. We're not going to reinvent the wheel. What we've been doing has been successful, but there's always room for improvement. We want to better execution on our offense, and defense. We want to just secure up a few things and lower our opponent's field goal percentage.
Now, trying to see, because we also put the offer up to see if anybody had any questions for you on the chat. I just see Let's Go Cats on the chat right now. What are you thinking about this game right now that we're looking at with the Lady Wildcats?
Well, the ladies are working hard, but Cheney's showing why they're one of the top-ranked teams in the state. They got lots of good depth. They run a variety of presses, and they just keep pushing the ball up down the floor.
It's going to be a tough one for them, and it's going to be a battle for the end of the season. Good luck to you guys and the Wildcats for the rest of this season. You're more than welcome to stay with us for this second half if you want.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem, no problem. I thought I'd toss in some lighthearted questions as well, but I ran out of time. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with the third quarter here. We're resetting all the fouls here. So all right, and then we'll have Garrett come up as well. Yeah, like I said, join us up here. We'll do a three-man commentary team up here. All right, so the Cheney Cardinals, the Lady Cardinals, they'll have the ball right now, and then they've got a huge lead at this moment. Turnovers have been a big story here, but so have been fouls. So we're going to have to see how this one's going to play out. The first shot is a miss on that one, and that one goes wayward here. But it is last touch by the Cardinals here. All right, and they have the ball now. The Cheney Cardinals, or it was last touch by the Lady Wildcats there. Now the Cheney Cardinals have it. 3-point attempt, miss on the shot, picked back up by McGuire Estel. And that one goes all the way to Carly Arnold, but it's a miss on that shot. No points scored so far here. That one is a block, and now the Wildcats have it once again. Huge thanks to Lonnie Paramore here. Oh, and I forgot to change the camera angle, so my apologies. Huge thanks to Lonnie Paramore. A fantastic season so far. It's gonna be a big one though. Hoisington, and then I think Lions as well in there, if I remember correctly. So tough matchups here. All right, and the first points now go to the Cheney Cardinals here as Brooklyn Wee Wee gets that one to go in. It is now a 45-15 lead. It's a 30-point spread at this moment, and Garrett, that's got to be concerning right now.
Yeah, for Haven, they just can't seem to buy a basket, but here they are able to on the excellent backdoor cut by McGuire Estel.
Maybe if we continued that kind of commentary.
That seemed to help.
They say that there's the commentator's curse where you say something's going to happen and it does, or it messes something up. That one goes up, and it's a foul call, and I believe that one was on McGuire Estel.
And that's her second of the game, the first team foul for Haven in the second half.
And the first free throw was a miss. It is Lacey Lears that is at the line. The second one does go in. 29-point ball game. I mean, we still have a long way to go. Probably enough time for Haven to try to chip away at this lead here.
They've got to start getting some baskets close. They got to start getting some shots near the rim and getting them to go in. And then they got to start getting stops on defense.
foul called there, and McGuire Estel will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. The first one is a miss. Second one is a make. Shout out to Christy Ehart Photography. We're doing a shout out real quick because on the Lady Wildcats team, as that bucket goes in for Kylie Shear, a lot of the players, that's McGuire Estel, Cassidy Smith, Kinley Jacquez, and Kelsey Kincaid, they're all a part of the yearbook, as that free throw does not go in. They're all a part of the yearbook, which makes getting pictures for sports a little bit tough. So yeah, quick shout out to Christy Ehart Photography for helping us out with that as well. I'm not saying that it's been impossible. Our girls have been doing a phenomenal job, as well as taking pictures for our yearbook. Speaking of yearbook, if you're wanting a yearbook, pre-orders are now open. Just contact the office for how you can get your copy. Carly Arnold goes up and she's fouled on the shot, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And that foul was on number 23, Bryn McCormick, her 4th foul of the game. So she's got to be careful as she has 4 fouls.
And that one was a miss.
And it looks like McCormick will head to the bench with those 4 fouls.
And how big is that for the Cardinals and the Wildcats?
That's a big loss for the Cheney Cardinals, because McCormick is a good player, and that's a big loss that she has to sit out for probably the rest of this quarter with those 4 fouls.
A 3-point miss on that one. Now it's Kylie Shear. She drives in. She'll get tripped up, and it's a foul there, a foul on the floor. And that one was on Brooke Bronner.
And Sadie Estel and Bree Bronner will check in for the Lady Wildcats.
Shear inbounds it and gives it over to Corey Lease, and now it's back over to Kylie Shear. She'll pass it down to the post. A lot of people in the way on that one, and a foul is called on the floor once again.
And that foul will go against Bree Bronner, her 2nd. So she picks up a couple quick fouls here in this 3rd quarter.
Inbound goes over to number 11, now to 20. And now it's back over to number 5. She goes up, passes it over to number 11, and now it's over to number 2, Kylie Shear. She goes for the 3, and that one goes in.
And Kylie Shear is at 25 points for the game. And that foul is on number 20, Corey Lease. And we're seeing another big game from another big star player, as Corinna Gerber for Halstead scored 40 last night. We're witnessing another big high scoring player for Cheney and Kylie Shear.
And there is a potential that these two teams could face off in the championship game on Saturday. But the first thing, though, is that you have to get there.
Yeah, it's easier said than done.
Bit of a delay at the moment here. McGuire Estel is being looked at this moment. And they're wrapping up the knee here. You can't quite see it. Here, let's see. You might be able to see it on our screen. Now you can't quite see it on our screen here, but that's how big of a moment is that for the Lady Cats?
That's big. You need McGuire in there because she's a big presence down low. She can rebound and she can block the shots on the defensive end, and she's a good scorer down low. So that's a big loss right now for Haven.
Steal away by number 5, Brooklyn Wee Wee. She goes up. She's defended by Bree Bronner. Bree Bronner doing the only thing that she can do at that moment, and that was foul.
Fouls on number 3, Brianna Bronner, third. Number 5,
And McGuire Estel is right there at the table. She's coming back in. So that's a good sight to see here. She was having her knee wrapped up. Two for two for Brooklyn Wee Wee. Bree Bronner now. She has it. And now it's McGuire Estel. Now it's to Brooke Bronner. And now Reese Roper. Down to McGuire Estel. And now it's back to Reese. Less than 4 left to go in this third quarter here. And
Travel. Looks like they called Reese Roper for traveling.
another turnover here for the Lady Wildcats. Reese Roper will take a break here. The Lady Cardinals here seeing a 53-19 lead at this moment. That one goes up, it's a miss there, and it's collected by the Lady Wildcats. Sadie Estel collects it. She gives it over to Carly Arnold. Arnold goes up, long distance layup, but gets that one to go in.
Good hook shot there by Carly Arnold.
And an open three, but it's a miss there by Kylie Shear. She goes up for two and gets that one to go in herself.
And she was able to get her own rebound off her missed three and go up and get a layup near the basket. And she
now
gets the steal.
And she's just everywhere right now.
And she's now at 29 points for the game, so she's creeping up on Karina Gerber's 40 points.
We're going to have to find out what's the one-game record for points in the Wildcat Classic. One of these days, at least before the 50th. Cheney's got it now, and now it's Brooklyn Wee Wee who has it. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Not much in the way of fouls here. There's a three-point shot, does not go in there. Rebound and a jump ball called there. If you're the Lady Wildcats, what's the big goal at this moment?
You got to try to at least get some points up on the board. At least try to cut into this lead before the end of the fourth quarter.
Carly Arnold tries to steal that one, and it's another jump ball. That one will go to the Wildcats now.
Checking in for the Wildcats, 0, Kinley Jackless. For Brooke Bronner.
Well, tomorrow night we'll take a break from the Classic, and I think something happened on the floor here.
Checking in for the Cardinals.
Tomorrow night we'll take a break from the Classic here. No games on Wednesday night. We've got the semifinal games for you guys on Thursday night. Halstead, with their big win, they'll go and face off against the Garden Plain Owls, who had the upset yesterday. And then
Number 21, Amy Yoder, will check in for the first time tonight for the Lady Wildcats.
And then the other game here will be the Surprise Andale Indians, and they'll go up against the winner of this game. That one goes up, it's missed, and it's picked up by Kinley Jackwes now. Bree Bronner has it. And they got to get some points here, and soon. Carly Arnold drives it, gives it over to McGuire Estone. McGuire over to Bree Bronner. She throws it up for the three.
Bang! Bree Bronner hits the three.
Beautiful shot, and now that one goes up and goes in. So it's about of a difference of 1 point between the two teams just in those two possessions. So the Lady Wildcats were able to cut into the lead here. Maybe that'll spark some life in the offense. Carly Arnold goes up, misses on the shot. Foul called, and that will go against Carly Arnold.
That's her third foul of the game.
57 seconds left to go in this third quarter here. If the Wildcats can get about 6 more points and keep Cheney from scoring, then we'll have a normal clock to start the fourth quarter. That's not what you wanted to see for the Lady Wildcats, though.
No, you can't allow those easy baskets underneath.
And it's a steal away there with less than half a minute here. That's number 11. She goes up. She misses on the shot, but she collects the foul. So Campbell Haig will go to the line and shoot 2.
And that foul will go against number 0, Kinley Jackwes. And that's her first of the game.
And that one goes up and goes in and extends the lead here. It's a 62-24 lead. The Lady Wildcats right now are in danger of going 40 points under at the moment. And that one was a make 2 for 2 on the line there. 39-point difference, 16 seconds left to go.
And we'll see if Haven can get something in the basket here at the end of the third quarter.
And a bad pass there, but Amy Yoder was able to collect it, but I don't think the foul, or no score on that one. That one was a very, very rough third quarter if you're a Haven Wildcats fan. So Garrett, we're looking at a fourth quarter with a running clock here. I mean, if you're the Lady Wildcats, it's 8 minutes here. So, do you continue to press at this moment, or do you just look forward to Nickerson on Friday?
I think you got to at least keep some fight left in this game. You got to at least try to fight and get some points. You can't give up just yet. You got to keep fighting until the very end.
Cheney's got all the momentum at this moment. And at this moment, they're looking at going up against Andale in the semifinal on Thursday night. Quick shout out to the cheerleaders doing all that they can to be able to keep the excitement going over here at Wildcat Gymnasium. And now we start the fourth quarter here. Kinley Jackwes has it, gives it over to McGuire Estone. Now it's back over to Jackwes for 3, and it's a miss on that one, but it is recollected by Bree Bronner. Bree Bronner goes up, collects the foul. She'll go to the line, and she'll shoot 2.
And that foul is on number 21, Olivia Albers. And that's her second of the game.
And Bree Bronner will get that first one to go in. She goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. And I didn't mean to sound like a downer there at the quarter break there. Obviously you do want to play your hardest because this is at the point where grit, determination, and perseverance does pay off.
Now you want to show some spirit left in this game.
Foul called here, and I believe that one was on McGuire Estel.
Yes, that foul will be number 3 on McGuire Estel.
And kudos to her because she had that knee bandaged up, and right now she's playing with a bandaged knee. I mean, that's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, it is hard to play injured in. Lexi Smith will come in, and McGuire Estel will head to the bench.
And that was a missed free throw there by Campbell Haig. Reese Roper, she has it. She'll give it over to Kinley Jacquez, and now it's Haig who just steals it, plucks it out of the air. Long pass here for the Cardinals. They pass it around. It is Campbell Haig. She goes up, misses on the shot. It is collected by Kinley Jacquez. Bree Bronner, now over to Reese Roper. Roper for 3.
Bang! Reese Roper hits the 3.
And there is still life left in this Wildcat team here. Carly Bland is waiting to be subbed in here. Reese Roper has it. It's now a 3-on-2 situation. Up, miss, up, in. Foul called.
And Reese Roper will go to the line to try to get 3 points the old-fashioned way. And that's number 5 on Bryn McCormick, and she will foul out of this game.
And that one went in. She did get the 3 points.
And number 10, Carly Bland, will check into the game, and Reese Roper will head to the bench.
31-point difference, so the lead has been cut into. However, the question on the mind right now is, does the clock go back to normal if the separation is under 30 points?
I do not think so. I think it keeps running, even though it may go under 30 points.
Passing it around, Lexi Smith gives it over to Bree Bronner. Now it's over to Kinley Kinley Jacquez was to receive the ball, but it does go out of bounds. Cardinals now going around, number 10, and Anna Martin gets that one to fall in here. Lexi Smith, she tries to pass it over to Amy Yoder. It's stolen away here by number 21. Up and also in.
And that was number 21, Olivia Albers.
4 quick points for the Lady Cardinals here. And that one goes sailing away.
And number 2, Kelsey Kincaid. Number 4, Melissa Myers. And number 11, Kenzie Schmidt will come into the game for the Lady Wildcats.
Two minutes left to go on the rolling clock here, and yeah, that one. There's a foul there, and it's a quick foul here for Kelsey Kincaid.
And that foul is on number 10, Carly Bland. That's her second of the game.
My apologies. I thought he said 2, not 10. So yes, that is on Carly Bland.
And Melissa Myers comes away with that rebound. And it will stay Haven basketball.
In a tournament like this, it's going to be a quick turnaround. Like we said, the Cheney Cardinals will be playing on Thursday against the Andale Indians. The Lady Wildcats, they're going to be playing on Friday against the Nickerson Panthers. So we will see a rivalry renewed once again here as that one goes in.
That was Carly Bland on that layup.
What are some of the...
And that Nickerson Haven game is going to be a good one because we saw a couple weeks ago it got interesting at the end of the Haven Nickerson game. Haven almost came back and beat Nickerson.
And Garrett, that's going to be on the night that you and I call Friday night, and guess what? That's also going to be the night of when they allow for 4 people per participant to come into the gymnasium. So we'll have a little more packed crowd for that one.
And that's good. We'll hopefully get some more fans into the gym on Friday and Saturday.
The shot is missed. The clock is going to go. It will stop it will stop here in a second, so that way the buzzer doesn't distract. Never mind. All right, that one goes in. Tonight was a tough one for the Lady Wildcats here. You hate to see that happen, but it is one of those things in basketball. You win some, you lose some. Cheney, kudos to them. They're a great team. Takeaways from tonight, Garrett?
One thing Haven's got to work on is their turnovers. They have to limit their turnovers for their next game especially against a tough opponent like Nickerson. They'll take advantage of those turnovers.
They're announcing top scorers for tonight's game here. So let's put a bow on this one here tonight because a couple of surprises. We didn't think Andale. At the start of the second quarter, we thought that Nickerson was going to run away with that game. This one was all Cheney, and that's a big surprise as well. But those are some of the big takeaways for me, Garrett. Like overall tonight, big takeaways for you.
That Andale Nickerson game was a big takeaway for me. That was a big upset win for Andale to beat the number 1 ranked Nickerson Panthers in Class 4A.
Tough one tonight. Tough one for the CKL teams. But they'll be back at it again on Friday. It's a rivalry renewed. Thursday night, we'll see the semifinals. Hey guys, thank you guys for joining us here on the Wildcat Network. For everybody involved, for Paxton DeBoard, for Mallory Miller, Garrett Reese, and myself, we're gonna go ahead and bid you adieu, and we'll see you again here Thursday night. Have a good one.